Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, my people, depending on your location. Ndị be anyị ekenekwa m unu o. Ọ ga-adịlụ nwoke mma, dịlụ nwaanyị mma o. I'm here again today once more for us to continue with our self-referendum, e-voting. I know, as I promised, that anything I hear, I will come and update you. Join me so that we will continue talking about our liberation and news here and there, from home and from abroad, how it affects us. But before I continue, my people, I have to thank God. Merciful God, Almighty Father, I thank and glorify you for today. It is a wonderful day, and I am glad in it. Father Lord, I pray that you should release our leader for us. There is no Biafra without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and there is no Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without Biafra. I pray for his release and good health. My Lord, I also extend my prayers to my fellow Biafrans all over the world, them and their families, their well-being, and in particular our leader, current leader, the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He said, my people, join me. You know, in this struggle, every day you will hear one thing or the other, and I always feel like letting our people know. Currently, I have a few information, you know, that we have to talk about. We have few things to talk about, but I always like to play the voice of our Onyendu so that people will always hear his voice. It will continue to echo in our ears and to remind us that he is still there and that we are walking in the light of his footsteps.
I feel sorry for this. People don't know what is coming.
Hello, my brother Sonny. Thank you for coming, joining. You know, my brother, I've always said it that this platform is one of the Breji platforms where we talk about freedom and liberty because we are people of liberal mind, like and share so that it goes viral. I hope you are good today. Thank you for the loving heart and the thumbs up. I hope you are well today. Thank you for joining. I always like to play Onyendu's voice.
People don't know what is coming. They have no idea. They have no idea. Any day that all of you can go to support the one Nigeria campaign, the more you're digging your political grapes. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken beyond repair. Never be fixed. People don't know what is coming.
Yes. Onyendu said that the zoo, they don't know what is coming, that Nigeria is broken beyond repair, and I agree with him. Nigeria is truly and really broken. I have one thing that I will show you people here. You know, they are asking for their man to be released. A man that was caught the other day, I don't know whether it was the EFCC And they're already expressing disappointment in Fulani's administration, but they have been holding our leader there. You see how tribalistic these zoo people are. Let me play it for your hearing.
Betrayed us.
It is the Fulani youths. They are pleading that Tinubu should release their leader that was caught, that he is disappointing them. But we Biafrans, we are not human beings, that they are holding our leader for a very long time, or going to 3 years now, but nobody talks about it. Let me play it.
Tinubu has betrayed us, Fulani youth, over detention of Bodejo, the Maeti Ola leader. Is the A way of telling US that they, Maeti Ola, had an agreement with Tinubu to be forgiving their support to him? That is a quick.
Did you hear that? That is an agreement. That's the agreement they had. To tell you how tribalistic, nepotistic that this zoo is. This other man they're holding from Southeast, he's not a human being. Nobody should remember him or release him. Somebody that the court have said that they should release, they are now expressing their disappointment. Hello, Henry. Welcome, my brother. Thank you for joining. I'm playing the video of the Mietiala expressing the disappointment that Tinubu has given them for detaining their leader, the Mietiala. But the Biafran leader that they are holding is not a human being.
That need an urgent answer. Fulani youths in Karu local government area of Nasarawa state have voiced their discontent over the continued detention of Alhaji Abdullahi Bello Bodejo, the president of Maeti Ola Kotoho, by authorities. The detention is reportedly linked to Bodejo's involvement in the establishment of the Nomad Vigilante Group, a quasi-security outfit. During a meeting held in Yuk and chaired by Shoibu Abubakar, the youth expressed a sense of betrayal, citing Bodejo's contributions to the electoral success of President Bola Tinubu and other candidates in the 2023 general elections.
Did you hear that? The way they sponsored him to become the elected person? Because everybody knows when our leader was there, he said it, he predicted that Tinubu is going to be the next elected person because he saw the way things were going, that Tinubu is an agreement, he sponsored Buhari, and they promised themselves that when you finish, it is going to be my turn. Now, Obi won, but they sponsored and helped this one to win the election. Now he's not doing what they want, and they're reminding him of how they sponsored him, as if Nigeria is a personal property. Wow, my brother Oga, 404, thank you for joining. Good evening, my darling brother. Thank you. So they are complaining, but nobody is saying anything about Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He released his brother, Sunday Igboho. After his mother's burial, he's now in London. I saw him the day he arrived. They were all welcoming him. He said, oh, I will be here, that he will be going to Germany from here. You know, it was on his way to Germany that they caught him in Benin Republic. So that Germany, he still wants to go. Do you know what he's going to do? Nobody knows. But Onyendu, they caught him. Nobody is talking about his release.
They called on President Tinubu to intervene and secure Bodejo's release, stating his positive intentions for Nigeria. Abubakar stated, "We appeal to President Tinubu to intervene on the matter and ensure the release of Bodejo from detention. Our leader means well and has good intentions for Nigeria." While supporting the creation of the Nomad Vigilante Group as a move to enhance the country's security framework and promote lasting prosperity, the Fulani youths urge all levels of government to embrace the initiative to safeguard lives and property. Shuaibu Abubakar, the meeting's convener, stated the peaceful nature of the Fulani people, suggesting that without their restraint, protests might have erupted across major cities in the country. We therefore appeal to the government at all levels to key into the initiative in order to guarantee the security of lives and property in the country. If not for the peaceful disposition of the Fulani people, major cities across the country would have been filled up with protesters. Abubakar added. The Nomad Vigilante Group was inaugurated on January 17th in Lafia, Nasarawa State capital, with representatives from security agencies and key stakeholders present during the inauguration. Tinubu has betrayed us, Fulani youth, over detention of Bodejo, the Maeti Ola leader.
So the Maeti Allah or whatever they are called, they are calling on Tinubu to release their leader. Just as we have been calling on them to release our own leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But they are not doing that. You know, Nigeria is such a such a country that doesn't care about anything that concerns another person. They are so self-centered, so selfish, you know. But let me play you what one of his brothers said in a church leader.
I pray God will give Ashwaju the courage to do it, because it will affect even himself. It will affect all the APC powers. It will affect all the MDs of banks. The MDs of banks are the destroyer of this system. The powerful, the high and the mighty, he is stepping on their toes. I pray God give him the grace to do it. The next thing he should do, tell him if you know him, is to restructure this country. Nigeria is a fraud. One particular tribe repressing the whole of us. You do hear what Central Bank governor wants to do? Just a department, the operation department of Central Bank, to be moved back to Lagos, where you have 99% of the headquarters of bank. The North is agitating. Don't take Abuja back to Lagos. They don't care. If you all become beggars, it's okay for their oligarchic mentality. I talk like no pastor talk. I like no other pastor talk. Because I have seen in governance, I have seen into the church. And I know where the problems in this country. Are you hearing me? They may not like what I'm saying, but they cannot dispute the truth. This country cannot go on like this. Okay, I was talking about those who migrated. I don't blame those that want to japa. You know, initially I was saying don't japa. You hear me say that again? Japa if you want to japa.
You know what japa means? You can go. So many people are leaving Nigeria looking for visa, traveling abroad. Is that what will solve their problem? If they want to japa now, he's telling them to japa, just like Tinubu said in Miloko, it is my turn. It is his turn, and he is saying that all these things that Tinubu cannot do them. Tinubu cannot restructure Nigeria. They won't let him do it. But he is coming to the main point, this very man. You know, in everything, when I get the video, I always like to analyze it. I always like us to listen deeply into it. Some of you must have come across the video. You know, it's my sister Mary that sent me this. And sometimes you just listen to a video in passing. He cannot do so many things because these people, they have plans. And we are still, wow, my brother is here. Emeni Kechibo, greetings, my brother. I love you. Thanks for joining. You know?
Because you look at the country and say, what future? If it goes on like this, what future? If it goes on like this, civil war is imminent. If it goes on like this, military intervention is imminent. Do we want to go back to that? No. Something must happen. I have always believed that something must happen. Do you see the way we pray in this church? Make Nigeria one. We don't pray. Nigeria is not one, and it can never be one. We are different nations tied together by force. We should still be one country.
Did you hear that? He said that we can never be one. This is an elderly person. An elderly person that is saying the truth. That Nigeria can never be one. It can never, honestly speaking, it can never be one, because no matter what you do, like the Mieti Allah, which I played here now, are protesting, telling Tinubu that they are disappointed. Have you heard anybody during the Buhari era from the north complaining? No. Even if Buhari didn't get it right, they will not complain, because they will tell you that complaining or protesting is haram. But they have protested during this Tinubu era. It's no longer haram. They have now criticized him openly, that they helped him to become the president, and now he is holding Mieti Allah leader. Because they want to build their own, something similar to ESN, their own security outfit. So what is it now? Nigeria can never be one. It can never. This man have just said it. Maybe let me rewind it.
Make Nigeria one. Nigeria is not one, and it can never be one.
Exactly.
We are different nations tied together by force. We should still be one country, but let everyone govern himself the way he likes. Are you hearing me?
That was exactly what Ojukwu and Gowon agreed in Aburi, but Gowon came back and they deceived him. Babawo and the rest, they deceived Gowon, and Gowon, instead of sticking to the agreement, he listened to them. Now they have come to the realization that it's good to have region. Everybody should govern themselves with one central government. They are all talking about the same thing. Is it not too late? Because we Biafrans, we are already on our way. In fact, we are home. Just a few months now, we are gone.
Let the Niger Delta have their oil. Let the East have their resources. Let the Yoruba people have their resources. Let the North have their resources. Let them manage their security. Give them state police. Let everybody guard his borders. Let everybody generate his economy. Why must we generate oil in the Niger Delta and take it to the North? Why must we generate IGR here, or the VATs, and take it to the North? That generate nothing. The 10 free northern states have Sharia.
Did you hear about the VAT he's talking about? Okay, I will link it up. The VAT, they have international airport in Lagos. They have the seaport, which Obasanjo made to be law. When Iwuala was telling Obasanjo, go and make on a seaport because of the congestion at Apapa Wharf. Rather, he went to the House of Assembly and made it a law that it is only in Lagos that you can clear goods. But I will now take you people back to what Oti is doing. You people will agree with me that God is not a child. Oti is now springing up from there. And our PM sprang up from here. What are you people thinking? Is it not the handwork of God? I will show you people what Oti is now doing about the seaport. The contract has been awarded. Somebody will read it out. I will show you. So all those VAT, he said they generate in the southwest, is our people. As they are demolishing our people's houses, once they go now, let me see where that economy will be coming from. When our people will now have their own seaport, that economy will be generated in Abia State. And Abia is a hardcore Biafra, heart of Biafra. So he is talking about it, that Southeast should take their oil and they will take their own revenue, and the North will keep their own. They all have their own. Let them keep it and leave us alone to go.
Sharia says no to alcohol. Sharia says no to tobacco. But alcohol and tobacco is what give us fat here. And you take the money from there to spend where you say you don't want, but you like the money. Fraud. Fraud. Fraud.
Yes. Hello, Freeman. Thank you for joining. Thank you, wonderful man. You are all of you are very wonderful people that join me. Please make your comments or call me. I will oblige you to speak to our people with the phone. The other day, Mr. Maxwell from Ghana called and spoke. So anyone that wants to call, please do so. You are welcome. So this man is talking about fraud and all these things. Our people in Lagos should be heading home because Governor Oti is doing well. He is a Biafran man at heart. You don't have to be told. And it's the handwork of God. God has raised him from that side and raised our superstar, the Prime Minister, from this side. And when these two things joins together, you will see how Biafra will be looking. Somebody asked Governor Oti, you want Abia State to be like Lagos? He said, no, I want Abia State to be like Dubai, so that our people wouldn't be going to Dubai again. So this wonderful Yoruba pastor is saying the truth, that Nigeria is fraud, that the South should go, the North should go, Southeast should keep their oil, and they will keep their VAT. These people, when you see an Igbo man in the North with a trailer load of Guinness, they will break it all and say that they don't drink alcohol. But these alcohol beverages, if you work as a custom officer in those brewery companies, you will know how much Nigeria government realized in VAT on those alcohol beverages, and they will take it to them in the North and they will accept it. He mentioned about tobacco. They don't like smoking, but Yorubas, they plant tobacco a lot in the Kwara State side of Yoruba land and the Ibadan. All those tobacco, they will make it, get the VAT and send it to them, and they will accept it. Who is fooling who? This is exactly what we are against. Because we, the Southerners, and when you come to Southeast, you come down to Southeast, the Igbos, we have served Nigeria enough. And we clearly say that enough is enough. This is our time to go. The other day, I read for you people Genesis chapter 12, verse 2, where God said to the children of Israelites, and we are one, because an Israeli woman, I think Rebecca, mother of Cain and Abel, had two children. One was black and one was white. So we are the black ones. Otherwise, tell me any other place you see black people on this planet. So God said to the children of Israelites, you have stayed enough on this mountain. It is time for you people to come down and go to the land that I promised your forefathers. So this is our time to go. We cannot waste any more time. Follow Simon Ekpa. He is the one that knows the road, and vote for your self-referendum. Contribute, even if it is $5, to our Biafra Liberation Army, the gallant men. That's the nitty-gritty of what we are doing. But because our people are still trapped in Nigeria, we can never stop talking about them until Biafra is declared and our people will be free from Nigeria.
Fraud, unfairness, injustice. Where did we sit down to make Nigeria 36 states. Where did we sit down? Nigeria was negotiated 3 regions: North, West, East. 1963, by plebiscite, Midwest came in. Where did we sit down and say we shall be 36 states plus Abuja, and the biggest one taken to the north? All local governments. Then we came with federal character. You are qualified, but from the tribe you came from, you can't be qualified. Now, you can't pass any law in that National Assembly without Northern approval. They are in larger quantity. Deliberately made so. So how do we go from there?
You see what he said? It was deliberately made so that the North, Elom, welcome, my brother. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Please, we should always like and share. Click the like button. Please, my brother. Let me read what our brother Freeman said. It is our time to go. We must follow Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. He knows the road to go home. Exactly. And he is going like a thunderbolt. You know, when Concord came, yes, when Concord came out, Concord will get up from UK. The next, it will land in America. Leapfrog. That's what our Prime Minister is. He is a rocket science man. Only under 2 years. Look at the speed. Under 2 years. So because of this thing this man talked about, let me show you people what Oti is planning now, and he's given the contract, and it was read out that this is what Oti is planning to do, or is already doing.
Sunday, showing you where development is happening. Please come and join us. Abia to get seaport's groundbreaking ceremony. Abia Governor, Dr. Alex Otti, has announced plans to establish a seaport in the state. The project, which will be located in Awaza, Ukwa East LGA, Abia State. The governor made this announcement at the ongoing Southeast Security Summit in Owerri, Imo State. He also announced that the flag-off of the seaport will be done together with the Abia Industrial and Innovation Park, located on over 1,000 hectares of land. It would host multiple layers of businesses, including modular refineries and petrochemical and fertilizer plants. He also revealed several other chains of enterprises that would take advantage of the oil and gas deposits in Ukwa, nearness to Abia and Port Harcourt cities. According to Otti, his government had already secured the support of a major...
Yes, our Prime Minister, the Obatobie one of Biafra land. I am beginning to like Adadiorama. We will be giving her a crown, maybe in Finland, for that song and the praises she showers to our Prime Minister. She's a wonderful sister. She makes a lot of sense of what we are doing.
Stakeholder to build an innovation and incubation center within the park. The facility would train and expose young minds to the best tools and platforms for their trade. He said the Innovation and Incubation Center would specially benefit university students, graduates, and startups in several ways. Speaking further at the event, the governor said as political leaders, they must set the pace by identifying investment opportunities within the domain and commit adequate public resources to motivate private investors.
Yes, Adandimbu Nandiegide, she's a wonderful woman. You see what Oti is doing? They went for security meeting in Imo State. She called it IMO. So some of you might not understand what she's saying. She said that they had security meeting, and Oti was expressing all these intentions of building Abia to this very level. The seaport is here, but it is because of Onyendu's picture It doesn't allow me to show my video. I don't know. I don't want to remove it, but I might be forced to remove it from time to time so that I'll be able to show you videos. You know, he wants to build that dredge. There's a sea in Abia State that connects to a high ocean. And you know that sometimes last year they had similar thing at Enugu. And this lady, what's her name again? Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. She said to them, the governors, that you can turn Southeast to a tourist center and create jobs for these youths. You know, with our people, if you speak, they will tell you, oh, you don't speak well, you don't speak English well, you don't speak that well. Students will go to university. When they come out, they will be roaming the street. And she encouraged them, try and create jobs for these people. That's what OT is telling them. OT said, yes, OT said to them, you have to, I have to create jobs. I have to dredge that sea for ships to be coming from abroad. And my people, I bet you, when that is done, I don't think any Igbo person will be in Lagos. What will you be there doing? They all relocated there because of their businesses and because of clearing goods from the wharf. Yes. So Oti said he will build a very big park that will take employment for people. And when this seaport is opened, it will create another employment for people. Because all these roads he's building, there will be maintenance departments that will have a lot of people to be employed. You know? So this is it. OT is there developing that Abia State, and our Obatobie is here organizing Biafra. God is doing everything for our own good. Make no mistakes. Our PM is a man to reckon with. One woman said that our prime minister is a young man in an elderly person's body. That's this woman, she lives in US. You know, is a name, they are just giving him names. Our PM has so many names, you know. He has so many names because of what he does. You know, our prime minister, Bomenka Fronanya, is not what you say or what you didn't say, but what you do is what makes the people to love you, you know. So my people, this is it. When they are talking of money and revenue they generate in Lagos, it is our people. We are serving that country front and back, but they don't appreciate us. So it's time for us to go. Anybody who is still dragging their feet should please pull your feet out of the ground, go and vote for your self-referendum and get ready for the declaration of Biafra this year. Let me show that one here. You know, there's a link that our information minister displayed. It says, declaration of Biafra restoration of independent state of Biafra, 2024. And that will take place on the 29th of 11th, 2024 to 3rd of December 2024, which is 5 days. So he said, we warmly invite you to our 2024 Finland Convention, venue available only upon registration. So I couldn't post the link, but anybody that goes to our Minister of Information, Mazi Sonny Akparawa, you will see it there and you will just register. Please, my people, let us register in mass. Let us register. We have to surprise our Prime Minister. The man is wonderful. He has our interest at heart, you know. So I have another touching news here.
Truly, they have the interest. So please, we are making this video for the Nigerian government. So please, if really, truly they have the interest of Nigerians at heart, they will come to the head out, they will reach out to the Indian government for proper, at least, negotiation.
You see, I will beg your pardon for this constant Nigerian news. You know, in the zoo, it's only our people that travel far and wide. They will say that there's a lot of Nigeria in South Africa, a lot of Nigeria in London, a lot of Nigeria in America, a lot of Nigeria in India. Who are those? It is us. They spread us, they pursue us. We are everywhere in the whole world. So anybody that has a family in India, India and Pakistan, they came to, they don't have you people in the mind. They don't at all. They don't. Freeman, they don't. They don't have you people in, they don't. So this person making this plea here, because yesterday I saw a student, they say he's a Nigerian student, come and see the security men trying to kill this boy. But I don't want to show that type of thing because of YouTube and Facebook rules. You know, I saw it yesterday, but today these ones are deportees. And these people from Southeast. I have never traveled anywhere before to see somebody from the North or Fulani traveling abroad. Is only our people. So anyone who have somebody in India should reach out for them. You know, that's why I am showing this video or leaving this to play for you to hear and reach out to your families in India. See all of them are the, I don't know where they are keeping them with their boxes.
In order for these little children to go. While there are some other children over here who, some of them, they've lost their parents. Some of them, their parents are in jail and they need to go back home to reunite with their extended family, but they are all been denied here. So please, we are begging the federal government of Nigeria to at least do something about it. And I want to plead with all Nigerians to at least spread this video, share it all over every platform.
They will never do such thing because they know that it is only our people that travel that far. There was a time when Buhari was alive. Buhari went to South Africa when they were buying our people over there. And it is us killing ourselves. I don't know what that was. They said it was cultist related issues. You know, they will be, I don't know what that means. And they were buying themselves. Buhari got there and told South African government, the government before the one that is currently ruling South Africa, not to spare them. Can you imagine what a president of a country will go and say? Because he knew that his people doesn't travel. So anyone here or anyone hearing this news should please reach out to your families in India to make sure that they are safe and encourage them to relocate to any African country that could welcome them, you know, because what they do, when they arrive, the immigration people will carry them and go and lock them up again because they know that it is the Southeast people or south, anyhow, people from our area. So my people, I'm going straight to today's main reason why I am here today. From my Prime Minister's Twitter handle, where I always go for authentic news, there's this very thing that is bothering me somehow. It's about the military.
Skills.
You people know that recently, as recent as 3 weeks ago, they engaged Biafra Liberation Army in the southeast. Olo, to be precise, they were there harassing our men, and our men gave it woto to them, to the extent that the Chief of Defense Staff, Mr. Christopher Musa, was lamenting that Nozundi Befadona mortuary na-esizi no decompose go because na zoo enwere ọkụ. They don't have electricity to refrigerate Ozundi Befabia Buonwefa na onye ndu gwara that they will come mana fama nana. Now deploy famwetezi now bụ iziga ndị amị ndị banye kafa jegbugo onwefa. So our Prime Minister said, we did not know that there is Southern Nigeria Army officers until 2024. We thought it has always been Nigeria Terrorist Army. Yes. So let me play this voice and you will hear.
To equip them with requisite skills and competence for better performance.
So for better performance, it is for them to go to Southeast. But Onyendu, when he was there, he told them that they should leave the zoo military. Hello, my brother, you are welcome. Ambrose, thank you for joining. Thank you. Remember to click the like and share button. Thank you so much. Thank you. So one of my media colleagues, I have his video here. I will play it so that you listen to him and hear what he said. You know, these people, they think they are smart. That's what they think. They've always thought, oh, we've got it all. We've got them where it hurts. But any Biafra person who decides to come and fight our people, I am sorry for the person. Very, very sorry for the person.
Nigeria army divides into two, Southern and Northern armies over Biafra Liberation Army.
Hello, Namdi.
Wonderful people of freedom.
No.
All over the world.
You are welcome.
Welcome to Biafra Unite channel.
Click the like and share button.
Thursday, the 6th of March 2024, and I have a video for you. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very video. It is not a news that the Biafra Liberation Army is dealing mercilessly to the terrorist Nigerian army in Biafra land, especially in the place they call Southeast. And of course, the Biafra Navy is also dealing with them.
Thank you. You are welcome.
Now, because of the achievement of the Biafra armed forces against the terrorists in Nigerian army, police, DSS, Air Force, and Navy, including those who are coming from Cameroon. The Zoo Janjaweed is today divided officially into the southern and northern armies of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. So according to what they have done and said in the video you're about to watch, you will understand the impact of the Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra Dragon Fighter Marine in Bakassi Peninsula. Now, without further...
Yes, my people.
Nigeria Army.
My brother is urging you people to like and share. Freeman. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. So according to what they have done and said in the video you're about to watch, you will understand the impact of the Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra Dragon Fighter Marine in Bakassi Peninsula. Now, without further ado, I want you to watch the video. And of course, don't go nowhere because we still have more in the kitchen. I will analyze it bit by bit for you to be able to understand what they are doing.
Meanwhile, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tariq Lagbaja, is asking senior commanders and military leaders to involve innovative ideas as catalysts for change within the Nigerian Army. Mr. Lagbaja gave the task.
Did you hear that? Innovative ideas. You know, when you say innovative, maybe something you have already introduced and you are changing it. So they have a new idea of how to start fighting the Southeast. You know, Southeast, during the time of Usman Dan Fodio, history had it that they were fighting, coming to Islamize the Southeast. But the people from Benue, people of Benue did not allow them. Benue and Plateau. Because Plateau is Christian state, Benue is Christian state. But some part of them were indoctrinated and converted, but majority of them are Christians. My own father told me that during that time, they killed a lot of their men. And Igbo men went there to pregnant their women so that they will have men again. He said that because of that, Igbo people don't harm Benue people or Kogi people easily because they believe they are the same blood. And you can see some of them do look like us. That's the history. So Southeast remains their focal point, the center of attraction for them. They are trying by every possible means to capture Southeast because they have made Nigeria an Islamic state, which we don't mind because we are no longer Nigerians, we are Biafrans. When Biafra come, our PM has stipulated what will be the religious group in our Biafra land. So they are now, this lady, let me take it a little back. She said,
let it open.
Yeah. You know, it's like when you will do an innovation to what you have already made. You want to plan a new strategy.
There is growing concern for the military to redesign new strategies in containing security challenges in the country. And the Nigerian army is taking the start seriously. And the army is now putting up strategies to redouble and equip top military personnel with the idea on the need to oppress with the latest techniques of tackling insecurity.
They said the army is now re-strategizing and bringing more new ideas to tackle insecurity. And as you can see, you have seen different types of equipment. You have seen this one, the way they are loading it. You have seen it all.
You know, recently, from our Prime Minister's Twitter handle, our Prime Minister was too suspicious because he's a very smart and intelligent analyst. of situations. I learn a lot from him, to be honest with you. If a prime minister in Eme, that is sometimes I think, how does he come out with these ideas? And it is always on point. But anything Sinaka Onyendu are different. He was asking them, how can Nigeria be getting grains from Ukraine, which he himself also contributed money to, because Ukraine and Finland and all these Czech Republic are countries that came out from USSR, and they are neighbors. So he also contributed to Ukraine funding. And he was saying that this is a plot, secret agenda, because NATO is supporting Ukraine, and Ukraine is going around getting asking for funds. So our prime minister said that he's suspecting that these equipments that NATO is giving Ukraine, that they are sending it to Nigeria using grains to cover it. And it's not long that these grains came, then they started bringing this new equipment. Are you people getting me? These new equipments that they're bringing out here to take to Southeast, but they haven't taken this time to Zambisa forest to fight the Boko Haram and the ISWAP. But the security and the insecurity in Southeast remains their problem. So now they have divided the military. I have never seen this in any part of the world, where you would divide military of one country into two. Now they are doing it as regional separation of the military. The Southeast military, they want to use them and give them this new equipment to go and tackle insecurity in Southeast. Are you people getting the whole idea? So this very new equipment must be what was concealed inside that grain that they brought. Because if Ukraine do it openly and the NATO finds out, NATO will stop supplying them with equipment, because they must have surplus. You can imagine where the whole of Europe and the whole of America are supporting Ukraine, and they are giving grains to Nigeria that there is no war. Even P2B criticized Nigeria that there should be shame on them, an oil-producing country, taking grains from a war-torn country like Ukraine. But my people, it is not just grains. It is this new equipment that they are bringing now that they should use to go and fight Biafra Liberation Army in the Southeast, so that it will be Southeast soldiers versus Southeast Liberation Army. Are you getting it? This is what they are doing. But we are smarter than them. Our prime minister told them to bring it on. If they want it to last for 1 year, it will last 1 year. And they will never defeat us.
All in the place they call Southeast. You see how they are loading it? But we have not seen this type of equipment in the north, where they are supposed to be facing Boko Haram and, of course, ISWAP in West Africa. Now, let us watch.
Growing concern for the military to redesign new strategies containing security challenges in the country. And the Nigerian army is taking the start seriously. And the army is now putting up strategies to retouple and equip top military personnel with the idea of the need to address with the latest techniques of tackling insecurity.
You see how fresh the armor tanks are. But the armor tanks they use in combating or confronting Boko Haram are the old armor tanks, the old ones that cannot even move. We have seen videos where they are pushing armor tanks in the northern part of the zone.
Yes, they push armor tanks. Is here.
They do not want anything to happen to their foot soldiers. But nevertheless, let us continue.
at this 5-day training for army commanders in the southern part of Nigeria. The Chief of Army Staff.
In this 5 days training of army commanders in the southern part of Nigeria, let us see.
Yes, people who have their brothers in the military should tell them they better resign. They better resign and come out of the military. Maka fabiakwa na Igbo, Ụmụ Biafra Liberation Army ga-agbafa gogo. You know, Clara, please, what are you? Be clear. I don't understand what you are writing. Thank you. So, my people, this is it.
Let's see what happened.
Attribute the essence of the seminar to a veritable platform to equip them with requisite skills.
Now, Biafrans, I want you to read this with me. They said, capacity building. Southern Nigerian Army officers engage in 5-day training. Southern Nigerian Army officers, look, before you say that this is the propaganda, I'm showing you this video from TVC. TVC, I believe it's owned by Tinubu. It's a Nigerian news platform, national TV, as they call it. So it is not from me. Look at it here. Southern Nigerian Army officers engage in 5-day training. So they are now training Southern Nigerian Army officers. Wow. This very zoo that we are in.
One name,
Clara. In history,
Clara,
I'm hearing sound.
Please, I don't really understand you. This is a Biafra freedom fighting platform. So if this platform is not for you, you can please take your leave. Take your leave. You are not wanted here. We don't want anybody to come here and distract us.
Southern Nigerian Army. Southern Nigerian Army. Oh my God. Now I will tell you what the Fulanis have done. I will tell you what the Fulanis have done with this division. I will tell you, just pay attention. Let's finish the video first.
And competence for better performance.
Modern warfare is no longer fought on battlefields alone. The accumulation of conflicts, information and cyber warfare, increasing use of drones and robotics, and other space-based assets have brought a paradigm shift to the battlefield.
Yeah, they are talking about training them on how to use drones and new equipment. Have you people ever seen them use drone on the Boko Haram that is terrorizing the whole country? No. But you know what is good that I like? That these people are terrorizing the whole country. So nobody will say now, oh, you Igbos, you people. Their jealousy does not reach Fulanis. Yes. Whether you are jealous or not, Fulani is dealing with everybody woto. So we are fighting for ourselves. Those who are not Igbo should fight for themselves. Yes, Clara. I don't know the tribe you are. Go and fight for your people. I'm fighting for my people. You Fulanis, go and stay at Sambisa Forest with your Fulanis. They are all over the country. None of you will open your mouth to talk to them. You are all afraid. Distractors. So everything that they are training the Southeast military is to go there and buy themselves. But if these military people are sensible, because recently Babangida was talking that the military are planning to stage a coup. So this must be one of the reasons, plus the fact that they are always strategizing, looking for a way to conquer Biafrans, but they don't know what is coming. They don't. I will play that Onyendu's voice again. Let me play it. He said it here. You know, Onyendu is always giving them.
People don't know what is coming. Any day that all of you come up to support the one Nigeria, the more you're digging the political base. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken, don't be back. Can never be fixed.
So our prophet, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he knows it all. He sees it all. He knows what is going to happen tomorrow. A low crocky station. Exactly, we need Biafra. Thank you, Nwa Biafra. You are welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Like and share. We have a news here. So,
therefore, we must all embrace these changes as we collectively focus on developing capabilities to deal with these emerging security issues and build a formidable future for us.
The Post General Officer Commanding 82 Division of the Nigerian Army underscores the importance of the seminar.
The contemporary security strategies are building confidence. To have this type of seminar that will guide us to be professional in the design of our responsibilities as senior commanders. Hence, the seminar is aimed at reminding us of the importance of effective and efficient senior leadership, tackling the area of contemporary challenges we are confronted with.
The Chief of Army Staff emphasizes the need for its personnel to ensure the impact of government investment in the military is felt.
To be cognizant of the fact that everything we do now, Nigerians are expecting a lot from us. And they must begin to feel the impact of the effort we're making and the investment the government is also making.
Participants are drawn from Nigerian Army establishments, schools, and units in the Southeast, South, South, and Southwest region of the country.
Did you hear that? Let us listen again.
A lot from us. And they must begin to feel the impact of the effort we're making and the investment the government is also making.
The government is making effort and investment in the so-called security in the Southeast. So, what is the effort and investment of the so-called government in the northern part of the zone, where you have Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda in Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, ISWAP, and all of them? About 9 terror groups being sponsored by northern politicians, kidnapping for ransom, massacring the innocent citizens and taking over their homes in the northern part of the zoo. Today, as I'm talking to you today, 7 families have been wiped out in Benue State. Today, 6th 2024, 7 families have been wiped out by Fulani herdsmen terrorists in Benue State. And they are not talking about it. The same today, as I'm talking to you right now, 6th March 2024, over 30 houses, or should I say buildings, have been set ablaze by Boko Haram in IDP camp in Borno State. Nobody is talking about it. I'm telling you today, 6th March 2024.
Yes.
No news.
It is only Southeast that we have no problem with one another. Nothing is happening in the Southeast because the terror group in the Southeast are the governors who they kept inviting military. There is no how, as a governor of a state, that the military will invade your community without your permission. It happened during Obasanjo, when the governor then, Ngige, had problem in Oka, and there were a little bit of unrest. Obasanjo said to Ngige, let me send the military to come and stop it. Ngige said, no, I don't want military to come here and start harassing my people. I will talk with the chiefs. And he sorted it out. But the Southeast governors, once it happens like this, they will just jump into the plane and go to Abuja, because they have all been indoctrinated. They use them to cause violence where there is none in the Southeast. We have no security problem in the Southeast. Yes, my brother Freeman said the governors always know. Yeah, they do. They are the ones that invite, especially Hope Uzodinma and David Umahi when he was dead. And my other brother Henry said, Biafra is a place of peace, joy, and encouragement. Those with this are graciously, yes, our people are minding their business. They like to do their business. That's why this hunger protest, you can never see a Biafran protesting for food, because we are hardworking people. And my brother Elum Chukuma said, no matter what they are doing or will do, they will all fail. And Biafra is, of course, it is since they knew, since our Prime Minister State of Nation, where he talked about how Biafra will come, since our self-referendum is when they geared up this very heat now, because they want us to remain in sorrowing and crying and bringing military to cause unrest. Yes, thank you, my brother, for reminding them. Our brother Freeman is reminding us to like and share this video so that it goes viral. There are these important things that our people must know. We have no problem in the Southeast. They brought that problem down to us. You know, they brought it down to us. We have no problem in the Southeast. And this is what Shetima said in his conversation with that Kunle, if you remember. He said that we are going to make them insignificant or whatever English he used to qualify how they want to deal with our people. Even all these demolitions and burning of Southeast businesses, he is the one that instigated it. So he wants us not to be at peace. Always sending military to the Southeast, sending helicopter as if we're at war. They have their own security people, but they will not send helicopter to go and bomb them. The Yoruba girl that was doing it, they find her. That very young girl. We all know this. So Southeast military, if they are senseless and if they are useless, let them go to Southeast and do anything. They will see what will happen to them. It is God fighting for us. If I name it, they don't know. Onyendu have said it that they don't know what is coming to them. We are not their problem. They are the ones stirring problem from the north to Southeast.
This platform is talking about it. No TVC is there. Chinese television is not there. Arise News is not there. All of the AIT, name them. None of them is talking about it. About 30 buildings were set ablaze today in IDP camp, internally displaced people in Borno State. Nobody is talking about it now. When over 30 buildings are being razed, what about the people inside? What about the people inside?
Exactly.
But here they are in Enugu State. telling you how they are putting effort and investment in tackling the Afro Liberation Army. No be juju be that. That is to show you what we have done to them. Now listen, I will tell you what the Fulanis are aiming to achieve with this very new development, with this division in the Zulu Janjaweed military.
From Nigerian army establishment, schools, and unit to the southeast, south.
Did you hear that? From southeast, south, and southwest. Now let's listen. Let's hear that again.
Schools and unit to the southeast, south, and southwest region of the country.
Only the southeast, south, and southwest of the country. Southwest of they don't have any problem with southwest. Their foot soldiers, the Fulani herdsmen terrorists are doing the needful in the southwest. So the Zulu Janjaweed army has no problem in southwest. They have no problem there. So they just included southwest, at least when their target region. But we know.
Yes, my brother Uche, welcome. Thank you. Oh, wow. It's good morning in your area. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Ndinkem. Ndim Jemonu. Biko na-enyekwala unu ndị mmadụ aka na-evotu, na-enyelu unu ndị mmadụ aka ka anyị votu, ka anyị surprise our wonderful PM. Our PM na-agba mbọ ka nwoke. In fact, Onyendu said it, that there are some people who have been appointed before they were born, and our PM is definitely one of them. Definitely. The real Obatobie, one of Biafra. That guy, I must see him in person. I'm working hard to join them and see him shake his hand in Finland this year, no matter what. Dalono, when I see you people here, I feel so excited. Umunne m ogadilu unumma, unu the great. To leave whatever you are doing to join me here is a great work. At least you make me feel that what I'm doing is not in vain, that I have my own people and my own brothers with me. Thank you. My brother Freeman said it is God that is fighting for us in Obatobie. Exactly. Thank you, my brother. You are welcome. Yes.
So they have no problem there. Where they have issues are the places they call southeast and south. That is where they have issues. Because that is where you have Biafra Liberation Army, and that is where you have Biafra Dragon Fighter Marine. So those are two places they have headache. And they are no go area as long as the zoo terrorist is concerned. So that's why they can do everything. They can make all kinds of investments. So that's why they are trying to continue the exploitation of these areas.
Yes, my brother Uche, you just came in. What is happening here is that today I saw from my Prime Minister's Twitter handle where the Nigerian military is dividing the military into two, the North military and the South military. And they said that the, okay, let me read what you said. Oh, God bless our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Hamadike one in Biafra land. Exactly. There is no Biafra without Ohamadike. Ohamadike is Biafra and Biafra is Ohamadike. He is our leader. Yes, the great man. Thank you, Nelson, for joining. So before you joined, this voice you are hearing here is one of our media teams. Under our Prime Minister's Twitter handle, they wrote it there that these people are now distributing the military into two. And they brought new equipment and gave them to go and tackle the insecurity in Biafra land. Do we have any insecurity in Biafra land? No. It was first of all Hope Uzodinma and this man when he was there, Dave Umahi, that we are bringing military to fight our people. We don't have any problem there because the Boko Haram and the ISWAP and ISIS, all of them are in the Sambisa forest, but they don't go to fight them. How many times have they taken helicopter to fight them there? But they are not. Those in Northeast now pay them tax. Nobody is fighting them. But the one we have that is protecting our people, they want to go and fight them. They now brought new equipment. And that equipment is definitely the thing our PM said the other day. How come Ukraine is giving grains to a zoo that is not in any war, an oil producing country? And he was suspecting that they are concealing equipments of war with those grains. And those equipments are the equipment that NATO is giving Ukraine that they are selling to the zoo. Now they have brought new equipment and they've splitted the military. Yes, we are moving ahead. They can't stop us. Let them go again. If any zoo, any Biafra military man is coming to fight the Biafra Liberation Army, and if Biafra Gelisi Onyanwa, they should just carry those equipments and go and give it to our people to fight the zoo. Yes, because zoo is broken into pieces. They are dying horse looking for who to go with. Any zoo Biafra person in the zoo military that is going to fight in Biafra land, and if Biafra Gelisi, their own will be the worst.
To make sure that these areas remain under slavery, under the zoo. That's why you have people like Biafrans. That's why you have people like us. That's why we have risen up and saying, never should we allow you to continue the enslavement of the people of Chukwokika Abia. Now,
okay, since 1960, when Nigeria had its independence, every one of us here knew that when the independence came, it was Ojukwu's dad that brought the Rolls Royce that took the Queen around the country. Yes, a man that later fought these people. His father in the 60s, which means we have started serving these people for a very long time. In every country, you will see somebody from Biafra land doing business, promoting every state that they go to. Say they don't appreciate us. They say the war that ended in 1970, no victor, no vanquish. They lied to us. We came now, they say, oh, you can never rule Nigeria. We defeated you in the war. So they are always fraudulent, very deceptive, very elusive in character. You can never hold these people to anything. No, zoo have no mekwatarism nwanne m nwoke. Eziokwu ka ị na-ekwu. Ndị a bụ ndị ọjọọ, anyị amasabuzive again. Look at what Oti alone is doing. You will be asking yourself, what of the other governors? Where are their own money? These are the ones, if you go to Enugu, you will not, that is everywhere is like dust. Dust invaded state. You go to Oka, the same. You go to, where are all these states? Go and see what Oti is doing. Oti has not spent up to 1 year. They came May last year. They started May. So it is only by May this year that it will be 1 year that Oti came. Go and see what he's doing. That's how Biafrans work. Onye si na nwoke afọ abụrụ onye Biafra. and no ndị be anyị ka ọ na-emeli ife a, then ịma na onye afọ amara ife ọ na-ekwu. Ọ gịnị anyị a ga-agbabalụ ndị a n'ọfịa? Chukwu so anyị anụ ọgụ a. Yes, enough is enough. Zoo, there is nothing we will do to the zoo that will make zoo one. Zoo is not one. Just as simple as that. It's not one. The pastor I showed here said that is fraud. And I can repeat and play that pastor's voice.
Let me tell you the intention of the Fulani for this division. Pay attention. Eventually, the intention of the Fulani Caliphate with this division of the Nigerian army today is to use the Igbos, the Biafrans, against the Biafrans. They want to continue with what they have done in the past. Divide and rule tactics. They know that we have dealt with the Fulani terrorists in military uniform that they have sent to Biafra land to massacre innocent Biafrans, and they do not know road, and we cannot allow them to master our land. Now they have decided to use the so-called Southern soldiers to fight the Liberation Army, believing that the Southern soldiers know all the nooks and crannies of the land. Are you getting it? That is what the
if okwu the correcting mana if any no na-ekwu nwere ụzọ ife ịtọ ọ na-achị. Ofu bụ na facho ka sị na anyị nwa na-egbu onwe anyị. Nke ịbụọ bụ na fa na-atụ ụjọ na ọ ga-abụ ndị be anyị chọrọ ime dị school. So if ndị a bụ n'obi erika, mana any military man ga-afụ this video, unu ga-ese the video a. Onye Igbo ọbụla ma onye Southeast ọbụla na-abjeli ịnụ agha na Biafra land, anyị Biafra ga-eri isie. Ife a m na-aga ọfọ bụ ọfọ okenye, ọfọ nne nwanyị. Onye Biafra ọbụla nọ n'amị wee jee ịnụ ọgụ ka ya gbuo ụmụ Liberation Army, Biafra Liberation Army, anyị Biafra ga-eri isie. And ngwa agha nwafaji a ga-anapụ ya fa, welie gbalisie fa ncha. Ụmụ Biafra natanụfa ngwa agha nwa jee bunye ndị Biafra Liberation Army. Kewalụ n'onwe unu. Onye ndu agwago unu, even our Prime Minister repeated it. Unu bịa kafakwụba unu ụgwọ. Ghasalụ unu ndị army uniform. Now they are sending you people kunu je gbabazie bụ unu ọkụ. How much is their salary? Okwa 50,000 naira a month.
The Fulani is trying to achieve with the division of the Zoo army today that you have seen on your screen. Are you feeling it? That is exactly what they are trying to achieve.
Yes.
To use the Southerners, let me not say Southern, because when you say Southerners, you will be including the Southwest, the Yorubas, because they have nothing to do with this division. The Yorubas have nothing to do with this division, and the military has nothing to do with the Yoruba land, because they know the Fulani is aware that their brothers and sisters in their Fulani, foot soldiers, the Fulani headsmen terrorists are doing the needful. Southwest. That's why some people said that
yes,
you need cooperation and support of all the Yorubas in order to chase them out of Yoruba land. And today they have risen up to threaten him. They said they are going to use DSS to arrest him. So for the army, they have no business with Yoruba land. Their concentration is in the Biafra land, in the southeast and south. So now they want to use Igbo soldiers, Igbos who are still idiotically serving under the Zoo military, to conquer their own people. But let me make it very clear. We don't care which language you speak. We don't care which village you come from. We don't care who you are. We don't care who is your father. Once we catch you with this terrorist uniform of the Zoo, we have only one promise which is to send you to Chukwuokike Abia for proper judgment. Thank you, my people. I'll make it go viral.
My people, we have actually done justice to this very issue. Everybody, we all know that we Biafrans, we have worked so hard. God in heaven knows. Like I make reference to Genesis chapter 12, verse 2, where God said to the children of Israelite, which includes us, because an Israeli woman, Rebecca, the mother of Cain and Abel, had black and white, and we are truly black. We are the black ones. And they said 2 nations. When she was pregnant, they would be fighting in the stomach. And an angel told the man, your wife is carrying 2 nations. We, the black ones, are the nation, second nation. God said to them, come down from this mountain where you are and go to the nation that I promised, the land I promised your forefathers. God promised us Biafra, and we have come down and we are going. The time is now. After everything all said and done, my people, umunnem, ife niile anyị kwugo na mgbede a, mkpakọ isiokwu bụ anyị asavugo zoo ka anyị ga-asavufa. Our prime minister si na Maachị a na fa ga-enwetekwu ya wotowoto. A ga na-agbali pipe anwa and sit at home na enwe ike adịkwuo ya Friday. So o nwere ife dịka ya, onye Biafra nọ n'amị wee na-abịa nke na ya mara ụzọ n'ala Igbo, ebele onye afọ na-emelụ m maka ife ga-emie. I'm telling you, ife ga-eme the person, ndị befa ga-ebeli akwa ọ bụrụ threat. Yes, because God has promised us to go. Yes, God has promised us. That's why when they captured Onyendu in Kenya, they never knew that there's another wolf in the bush, in the name of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Obato be one of Biafra land. And Onyen Kama, Afia Bazwanuka. In fact, I na-eji maka ọ bụrụ na ọ bụrụ na ejiri eji, he's a very young man. O mebie ife na Nigeria. Yes. And why oji gbachi nkịtị till now bụ maka na ndị be anyị ka nọ there. Let no Biafran person in the zoo military set their foot in Biafra land. Let no Biafra soldier in the zoo military set his foot in Biafra land. Onye ọbụla gbara ọgwụ ya ji enwuo maka na ndị ugwu ada egbu nkefa fesa ndezia unu ka unu bịa gbube ndị be anyị ani Biafra ga-erikwa onye afọ. My people, I will leave you here. We have stayed, we started by 7, is now to 9. We have stayed 2 hours. Tomorrow, whatever I have, I will come again and let you people know. Please, my people, subscribe to Betty Ford TV so that whenever I am on the program, YouTube will notify you. It is good for us to always come together and air our views on topical issues like this. This is very, very important. Ọ bara anyị ulu na anyị ga-agwa ụmụ be anyị eziokwu nọ n'amị. Ndị Afro anyị n'anya agha dada na Nigeria ka ifefa na-ekewalụ ndị amị na-asị ndị South jebe jee n'ụba ọgụ na befa. It will not happen. But I am happy that they have met their match in our prime minister. I will leave you here. During the war, also Umu Biafra, na onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ụmụ Biafra, unu alarụkwa n'ụla. All hail Biafra. I love you all. Ọ ga-adịlụ nwoke mma, dịlụ nwaanyị mma, dịla anyị mma na eke, dịla anyị n'olie, dịla anyị na afọ, dịla anyị na nkwọ. Ise, peace, progress, unity, yes, and equity. Our dragon. Thank you so much, Freeman. You have really, really officiated and made very sensible and sound comments today. Thank you so much. I love you all, and I see you same time tomorrow. Kachifo Nundiban. Bye from me. Bye. Hillary said, any Biafra serving in the zoo military that is deployed in the Biafra land and decide to fight his people is not wise. My people, this is the thing. It's not wise, it's not natural, and this massacre of your own people, how can you afford to do that? And it's not wise, because those in the north taking money from people is a group like our BLA. So why are they not fighting those ones? Thank you, Henry. All hail Biafra.